So we must understand who we are first of all. Know what our Father wants of us. And raise ourselves up to elevate to who we are supposed to be for our own children and for this whole world. Because the time is now, if y'all don't recognize it. We are living in the time of the Antichrist. If you don't recognize it, those that are old enough should already know as children, this was the time that we were warned about. People don't even want to say the name Jesus. No matter what any man here believes, I don't attack that. But people are not even proud to say the name Jesus anymore. And don't even understand that's not a white man. That's not a European thing. That is your exact history.
Welcome back, everyone. This episode is about to be dynamic. We are greeted today in the seat of the esteem, one of my most esteemed friends, all the way from the UK, here in the US, to see Bigga. I met him some years back when I was on that show that I used to be on. And this is how I know the power of social media. It's not always negative, because without it, I would have never met my brother right here. So all the way from the UK, we have Real Talk TV in the house, and we about to have an epic episode.
Your boy ASB in the building, man.
You
My boy
already
Bigga.
know it, brother.
Come on, man. AS in the building. Real Talk, true stories. The best in the business.
Absolutely. AS.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yes, absolutely. This is major. So one of the things I want to get off is before we even get into anything, introduce yourself to our side of the people who don't know about you. Give them, the rundown
like
that you want to.
I go by the name ASB. Used to rap back in the day, done my thing musically, bit of grime, which is like a genre in London that is kind of like a London version of rap, if you like, a little bit different. Comes more from like jungle, bashment, garage kind of music genres. Rapped, done my thing. And probably, to be honest with you, one of the earliest podcasters in the UK. I used to be live out here in Brooklyn. So I was always back and forth from New York. And I liked a guy called Taxstone. Thought he was a dope podcaster, Tax Season. And always had good connections from America. So one of my friends, P, he was just like, bro, you should find a way to record these conversations and that. And at the time, I was still trying to be a rapper. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what it was? But he's a real dude, so I took his word and kept it there ready for a rainy day. And then, I kind of flirted with podcasting in its infancy when it was just audio and stuff, way back. And then once I saw Drink Champs take it visual, that's where we're at, basically. But I'm from West London, by the way. Yeah. That's where I'm from, man. I'm in the house, but I'm from West London, born and raised in West London. And that's it, man. London's one of those places where we do it by like, instead of 5 boroughs, where we've got like the boroughs, we do north, east, south, west. And then the River Thames runs through the middle of the city. So technically everything below the city is classed as South London. And then everything is north, east and west, basically.
So our viewers, a lot of them, the majority of them probably would never see London, never be to the UK. They only see what they see on TV and the rumors. So let's dispel some of the rumors and talk about it now.
Dope.
Is there a hood in London?
Yeah.
It's an actual hood?
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Yeah,
do you know what's interesting, can I ask you a question first, just so I'm on the same page as an American,
yes.
Do you think there's a difference between a ghetto and a hood?
Well, the ghetto was originally, made for where they housed a certain ethnic people that was from a certain background all together, and that was given the first terminology of ghetto. So that could be anything when you really look at it. It don't necessarily have to be like struggle living. Like say for instance, out here where I live at, they have complexes, these huge complexes that they're making. And the complexes is filled with other, a certain, certain community
Yeah.
of people.
Right.
That's a ghetto. But it's
Right.
no ghetto out here.
Right.
But they have put a ghetto out here because of the way they did it.
So, all right. So England, UK, specifically London, and there's other places that I can touch on as well, like Brum and that. There's definitely hoods. There's places that are like low income. Our version of the project is called a council estate, so we call them estates. Whereas in America, estates are nice places. Oh, you live on an estate. But an estate is a block in London, and a block in London isn't corner to corner, it's a building upwards. So you see how like a Queensbridge buildings, we'd be like, that's the block. So we've got that, yeah. So like,
the building is
yeah, because it's a block. We don't have a block system of corner to corner. Like we have like roundabouts, traffic lights and stuff where like the streets, avenues and the lanes and stuff, they just like connect, but for no reason. It's not like like in America, you got that structure where everything goes across and then across. So it could be like 23rd and 5th. We don't have that. We just have names of streets and they're just random shapes and styles. So a block for us is like a building. And
Still called flats.
yeah, a flat is a block. It's a block of flats. That's why it's called a block. And what happens in London is like, we have areas that have postcodes, which is a zip code. And the postcodes in London are why we do north, east, south and west. So you'll get like West London, W10, W9, W3. These are different areas in West London. And that could be considered like Brooklyn, Flatbush, Brownsville, like that. Then you've got North London, which each place, basically the point I'm trying to get to, each part of London hosts its own notorious hood, funny enough. So like in West London, you've got your Ladbroke Groves, W10s, Bush, W12 and Acton W3 and stuff like that are like known for lineage of street guys. We call it road instead of street.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Then North London's got Tottenham, one of the most notorious places in London. Bad, bro. Then you've got like South London that hosts probably the most notorious place in London, Brixton. Southwest London. And Brixton is like so notorious for its Jamaican heritage that like NWA visited there, took a photo back in the day and that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like shit like that. And what happened is they were in I think it was the 70s, there was something called the Windrush, which is where the people of Jamaica were given like an opportunity to come to England to help build. And then they could have like citizenship and live there and whatnot. So like a lot of Jamaicans reside in England, in London and Birmingham and places like that. So we have like a lot of different ethnic backgrounds in London, but we do have hoods, we have rough areas, we have neighbourhoods that are like low income housing. There's people that struggle, you know what I mean, and all that. But I do the reason why I posed the question between like the ghetto and the hood thing is because when there's certain parts of America, right, where it's so ghetto that to be that poor is almost like you're not in America. It's almost like you're in a third world country. Where England, I don't think we have it that bad. It gets borderline sometimes, but we do have like free public health care. We do have like JSA, which is like job seekers allowance and stuff. You know what I mean? But then there was times when post stamps and that were to buy food and milk and stuff as well. So
yeah, and definitely in the rural areas, in the non-major cities in America, you can find extreme poverty. You know, but in the major cities, it's all right.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, you have rural areas that I don't think is getting enough from the government or whichever to feed those people out there, like some places deep in the South and different little places like that. Yeah, you
Like St. Louis and
you go into
seen that.
very
Memphis.
very poor. So
Like London, there's this thing online and in past where it's like London, we drink tea and eat biscuits and crumpets, and then there's no such thing as guns because they're illegal, and there's like batons for the police and knives and stuff.
That was going into my next question. So I was going to ask you, tell me about the police. How's the police system out there, you know, versus the street element that you have?
I mean, basically, kids are dying from getting shot.
But I thought you said no guns.
That's what the stereotype is, the stigma. But there's mad guns. People that you can have gun license for a farmer, I think, in England, for a shotgun or something like that. But that's it. There's no other part of England where there's a rule for a gun holding license or anything like that. But there's mad machines, bro. There's kids dying in different hoods all the time, different ends and that. We call it the ends. Different ends, like people getting clipped all the time, bro. So if there's no guns, they're obviously coming in on boats. The little kids from the council estates don't own a boat. So, you know, it's the same thing, like drugs are illegal, but they're everywhere too.
Wow.
You know, so the police as well, just like, yeah, the police are there. There's different units. You get like, there was something called Operation Trident that was made when I was younger, actually. They used to have like TV commercials, like rat on a rat, to like promote people to snitch on a dirty piece of work kind of thing. When I was young, you know, on the TV and that. But like, for the most part, I think nobody really likes the police anyway. But that might just be the way we're taught growing up and that, like you know what I mean, F the police and that. And we have had R.I.P. Mark Duggan from Tottenham, the area that I mentioned, where the police killed him for potentially carrying, and then no strap was found on him. Do you know what I'm saying? But then they think they found one around the corner on the floor or something or whatever, and that caused a riot, bro.
The police are able to carry weapons.
Yeah, we got gun unit, TSG.
Okay.
They got like units rather than, like, you know, like in America, every Jake's got a strap.
Yeah.
You know, like when you touch down in JFK, you see Donnies with the Glock or the pistol and that. Everyone, it's normal for them to carry. In England, they got special units.
So when they call the special unit in, if they think it's a weapon involved, that's when they come.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because, you know, we always on this side see movies and see different things, so we don't know how quite is depicted. Now, on the drug scene, what type of drugs is there? Like what's
everything in England, bro.
So they got heroin?
Yeah, smack, heroin,
and crack?
Yeah, man. Crackheads all over the place, man. Not as much as it used to be, but
so
used to see the yardies sell
Wait
crack
a
and that.
second. So if you got crackheads and heroin,
ecstasy, pills, you name it, bro. It's all out there.
You got kingpin drug dealers out there?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
But no guns.
Whoa, that's none. Yeah.
That's very interesting. You know, that's
I said none.
No,
Yeah.
I hear you. That's very interesting. You know. So what about the system of church out there?
Church, yeah, is similar, I think, worldwide, like mainly. But you get Church of England, which is like, you know, like you get Pentecostal church, you get Catholic, then you get the Church of England, which is a thing as well. We got, bro, to be honest with you, I mainly go Pentecostal when I attend church. Don't go enough though. I do want to start going more. But I think Christianity is similar. America to England is like I could literally come to churches in America and it's similar.
It's similar.
Yeah.
It's similar.
I've been to a few. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about how did you get into the music? You know, how did you?
When I was younger, man. So my father was a DJ. So I always go back to my pops. You know, like the drive up here, we was talking about the influence from parents and whatnot.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, my pops had like the sound system, the vinyls. He used to like reggae, rare groove, old school ska music and stuff like that. And in my house, you would always hear the old school joints on Sundays and that, and just throughout the time. And I always used to love music, but I was quite a mischievous kid. I've always been kind of like a bit hyper and that when I was young. And my mum used to say to me that the only time you was ever quiet is when you would go and switch on the stereo and put the headphones on.
Yeah.
So music used to just
the music
used to just take me to like a quiet,
Yeah,
chill
that's why
thing.
you keep the music on the end of
And
your
I
name.
loved it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get away from it. Like I used to love when we used to get like MTV Bass in England, which was like a part where they used to show American hip hop and stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to just I fell in love with rap through like West Coast music, funny enough. But I just used to love music anyway. So any genre like UK garage, drum and bass, jungle and that, I would always like seek the new artists before they blew. Like I did like an ear for it, you know what I mean? I'll go buy vinyls, cassettes back in the day, tape the radio where you stick the shit in the top of the TDK so you can re-record over it. Like I was like
Of
that,
course,
trying to
yeah.
tune into like the radio shows and that, and music is a blessing to me in a lot of ways, because anytime my friends got into like some serious issues or trouble, I might have been in the studio or I might have been on the radio, actually being on the like the pirate radio scene and stuff. So music was just always a part of my life, from my dad playing it loud. My mum loves music. My grandma used to love music and that. And I just feel like I kind of started out DJing, wasn't the best DJ, but I knew what song was hot and I knew how to drop it. But you know, when they blend the mixes, they was better than me. So I didn't really take off. And then in the area, they used to do like under 18s dances. So like there'd be like a youth dance where they would have all the DJs and stuff, open mic. So we used to go there for the girls and whatnot, and then get on the mic. And someone said to me like, "Oh, you got a good flow," kind of thing. But it was someone else's rhyme. So I was like, "Oh shit, I've got to get my own rhymes and that." Do you know what I mean? So I start writing.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, house parties, local dances, just sneaking into like grown folks dances as well, and seeing the older women, and then like dropping lyrics, and they're like, "Oh, this little kid, man." And it was like, I loved it, man. I loved the music, bro. I used to love writing the 16 verses to like express myself.
So when I was out there, one of the things that I immediately noticed is the love for old school hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, there was a moment that UK actually had a little drill problem going on.
Of what problem?
A drill problem.
Oh, drill music.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that? Like there was actually some shootings and
Oh,
some
bro, that's
stuff
right. That's what I'm
going-
saying. People are dying all the time from this stuff.
With the
Knives
drill,
and that. Knives
with
and
the
guns.
drill rappers.
Yeah, drill.
You wouldn't think that would be in London, so I would.
To be honest with you, bro, it might be controversial to say this on a New York platform, but bro, Pop Smoke is doing UK drill.
He's doing UK.
God bless him, obviously he's gone, but he was doing UK drill in my opinion because of the beats. Like the producers are from London, Axel and all these guys. But what happened is Chicago started drill with Chief Keef and all them, so they were doing drill. Then in London, there's like groups of youths from Brixton, like 6, 7 and 150, that were like going at each other on music. So it became drill, UK. But then they found they were using like American beats. Then they found producers who were like blending, in my opinion, grime, which was a UK genre, with hip hop as a faster tempo with a dark sub bass and the snares and stuff, so they could flow on a bit faster and stuff with the tempo. And then yeah, UK drill was kind of birthed. So then like Chicago started it, London remade it, like done their own twist on it. Then America, like New York, took it back off us and bring it back to America, kind of thing.
But you know that makes totally sense because you could actually hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, you
Yeah.
actually hear it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When you listen to it, you kind of hear it. So that was enlightening right there. You know?
But the old school hip hop thing, you're right though, to not forget that, because in the UK we didn't have our own hip hop until, it wasn't cool to have UK hip hop until like I'd say the mid 2000s. So like 04, 05. And then even then it weren't really big because grime was cutting through, like Wiley and Dizzy were bigger, Kano. And then I feel like UK rap got its own sound on the road rap scene from people like Joe Black and Giggs and Spray and that.
You know, what's funny is, well, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Pete and Bash?
With who?
Pete and Bash.
Pete and Baz.
I love y'all. I'm just putting it out there.
They're hard, innit?
I love those guys.
I don't know who writes for them, but they're cold, bro.
They're doing a great job.
Their voices are sick, their flow's on
Insane.
point.
Pete and Bash is dope. Shout
Yeah,
out to Pete Bass.
they're dope. I rate them still. A bit gimmicky though, but
A little bit.
they hard
pull it
though.
off.
Yeah, they do, bro. They hard.
Pull it off.
I've always had that issue with America picking up on our gimmicks before our talent though. Like look at Big Shaq, man's not hot. Amber Rose posted it and it went crazy, and people thought it was a real song in America. I'm like, brother, that's a parody, bro. Like this is a joke, bro. Like, and in America they was like, oh no, it's kind of hard, man. I was like, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be funny. You know what I mean?
They pulled it off real funny.
Yeah.
So where was we was in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So, but in the Netherlands, they was telling us that they were old school rappers, and they was saying that we was meeting guys that we was taking pictures with that was saying that they were Germany rappers and Netherlands rappers since back in the day.
Right.
So
Yeah, they probably got their own scene though, innit?
Yeah.
Because they speak a different language.
Oh, so they're different.
Yeah, we speak
London.
we speak English. You speak English. So we've got a lot in common. But like them, they've got their whole different language, bro. But they can probably speak English because they probably taught it in school maybe or something, or pick it up for being universal. But if someone raps in like a Netherlands accent, like Deutsch or whatever, I ain't got a clue what they're saying, bro.
Well,
I would be like, the flow's good.
I met some hardcore hip hop heads out there.
They love boom bap too, like they're on that Wu-Tang shit and that, like over there.
Well, they really like old school. You know what I'm saying? They was really Coogee rap.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they
I love Coogee rap as well, though.
Yeah.
I love Coogee rap, man. He's cold, man.
You know, all that old 90s stuff, Public Enemy, all of that stuff, they was big fans.
That's why England's like we are, bro, because we grow up on American TV and American music. So imagine if you're in the car, imagine you was in the car, right, in New York City, driving, and English rappers were getting played. If it was the other way around, that's how we lived. Driving through London City, across the bridge, the bright lights, Trafalgar Square, boom, and we're listening to Jay-Z, new album, you know what I mean, Blueprint, or Life and Times Volume 1 on the radio, One Extra and stuff, BBC, and it's kind of like, we're just listening to this stuff as it's coming out, as if we're in New York. Because we're watching Fresh Prince, we're watching Nickelodeon growing up, you know what I'm trying to say? Simpsons. we're kind of, you lot ran the entertainment world.
So I went to a party, and in this party that I went to was all these rich people. You know what I'm saying? They might have been millionaire/billionaire type rich people, and the ones that with the polo jacket, with the button up, those type
clean
guys, with the very polished and very thing, and they all in there, and they were saying that they love hip hop, but nothing about them was hip hop.
Wow.
What was that? Was that since you from out there?
That's interesting.
What was that?
I think hip hop.
Cause none of them was hip hop, but they were saying
they love hip hop.
They love hip hop.
I think hip hop transcended the streets. I think there's the streets that love hip hop, then there's black people that love hip hop because it's their culture, and then there's outsiders who are welcome to hip hop and love it in their own way, but they know it's not true to them to start wearing the fitted hat backwards, or you know what I'm trying to say. So they still might dress how they grew up, but they still might love
the music.
Nas's new album.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like how you said that.
You know, if that makes sense.
No, it makes all.
Because I'm hip hop like that. If you was to sum up me, I'm hip hop.
Yeah.
Walking, talking hip hop.
Yeah, but they wasn't. Yeah, no, they wasn't. They wasn't. They was posh. You wouldn't even think they listened to that music.
But in London specifically, and like England, we love dancehall, bashment. So we've got like an infusion of like Caribbean culture with hip hop culture and London culture, garage culture, all in one, and it makes us a bit of our own kind of thing.
Well, I know
versus the rest of Europe.
No, I have cousins and aunts that live in London, so I already understand that. The Caribbean population out there is strong because I have family that live there as well. So how did we get to the podcasting thing. And first of all, shout outs to you on that. Everyone that's checking this out, I need y'all all to tune in to Real Talk.
Real Talk, True Stories.
My guy is, I mean, he's doing his thing so much that I can only look up to him and commend him. So
And you too, bro.
yeah,
You're inspiration of the
yeah,
podcast.
not like you.
Nah,
Though.
you're
You
doing
killing
your thing,
it.
man.
You killing it.
You're doing
bro.
your thing, Killy.
So,
come on.
Yeah,
Proper.
tell me how it you know you got it popping like that. How you made so many relationships. Like every damn celebrity that comes through the UK gotta check in. You know, with my dude, man. Like from every celebrity to every rapper, I'm like looking at his joint like, how is he pulling this off? I mean, he gotta, if he's paying for this, he gotta be bankrolled.
You know what, bro?
You know, like,
no, let's talk about it then. Let's, because it's the real here, right?
Yes.
I ain't ever paid for an interview ever.
I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's
but you
what-
know they would think that though.
Yeah, that's what.
Real talk.
That
Real talk.
Yeah.
But you know what's mad? And it's God, bro. I'm glad I can talk to you about it, someone that would get it. It's prayer, bro. The power of prayer. I'm prayerful. So if I'm praying for guidance, opportunity, but it's like we said earlier, when you pray, sometimes I struggle about the approach of my prayer. Because it's like, first off, I want to spend time thank you from my heart before I ask for anything. Then I want to like ask for forgiveness for my wrongdoings. Then I want to pray about like progression and opportunity and stuff. But like sometimes I'll pray the way I do, and I know it's not the right way all the time because everyone's different. But like when you learn from other more anointed people, or like people that I don't even know if they're more anointed, but it's my thinking they might be more well educated in how to pray and stuff. And then you hear people giving you examples of like giving thanks for it like it's already done, even though it hasn't happened yet. But it's because you're so you know what I mean. Like, and then you get people that might not be per se religious, but they think you know, talking things into existence, being positive affirmation and that, which for me that's prayer. So I feel like sometimes it's so strange, man, because like I might sit down and pray about something, and then it happens, and it happens so perfect that only God could make that happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Because at any time, a Styles P could turn around and go, yeah, I got you 5K. But when they go, I got you because you're cool, fuck with you, man. That hits different, bro. And that's got to be like a blessing.
That is a blessing.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That is a blessing. All those people charge, you know.
Easy.
Yeah, charge fees.
And you would pay it as well, but like, even the platform, it doesn't generate that kind of money yet. God willing, it will
But
one
it
day.
will, yeah, of course, because you have the content.
Yeah, and
know.
people like that, they will remain in my heart forever though. If they ever need anything when they come to London, bro, or if I can do anything for them when it's my turn, I'll do it. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about kind of like, you know, like when people give, I try to give. Like, you know, like if I meet a youth that's lost and I can tell he's lost, he's from around my way, I can see he's lost, I might guide him into like applying for the right job opportunity, or like help him with something that I can help with. It might not be financial all the time, but I might offer something. And I don't give to receive though. I give because I know that's what my grandparents would do. They were good people, clean-hearted. It's community. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like things come back because of the positivity and the things you give out. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it's all about for me, man. Just clean-hearted energy, man. Clean energy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really amazing. You want to share with the platform like some of your memorable guests, because I could be counting them out.
Yeah, bro. I mean, for the Americans, obviously, you've got like Dave East.
Absolutely.
AD from Compton.
Yep.
You got Blueface passed through and done some content with us. Styles P, Millie's.
Yeah,
There's loads. I just can't always remember all of them, but they memorable ones for me was Dave East because he's my friend, and we got to finally chop it up after we had lost one of our close friends, so it was a heartfelt one. Styles P, one of the best rappers for me. He's always been like,
yes, he's classic.
yeah. So to have something, and I can honestly say, bro, he's probably the realest rapper I ever met, bro. As a person, as a man. So I respected his energy and the way he was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Even the UK, we've had some amazing ones like Quincy Quazzo, Justo.
No, yeah. And you had the champ, Joshua.
Oh, AJ. I didn't get to
Yeah,
interview him yet though.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah,
Yeah.
I've bucked him in
All
in the
right.
Mobos and
Okay,
that. I think
yeah.
we'll do that though.
You need to do that.
I think AJ would be a great interview.
Are you kidding me?
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna
Yes,
happen.
that's gonna be major right there.
It's funny you say that, bro, because I actually
Yeah.
thought someone said it to me yesterday. Like, he would
No,
he would do your show, and I'm like, you know what, he would.
You really
He
need
would.
to interview him.
Yeah, man.
You know, he's a legend. You know,
100%, bro.
Yeah,
Million
you know,
percent.
we got respect for him on.
Now
this
we've had some
side,
good episodes, man. RA, that was a good pivoting point. RA is a good rapper from the UK as well. Who else, man? So many, bro. There's so many good ones, bro. Big Lou.
So with your study of the game right now with this podcasting, where do you think that we're going? Because you got so many people that's in it now. It seems to be oversaturated, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a bit oversaturated. It's small, but when you look at like the population of the world, I don't think it's necessarily oversaturated. I think it's shifted to streamers for a while. So like your Kai Cenat, Bouncer in the UK, even the rapper Clue has jumped on it in the UK. You've got people that stream now, and they do like, and some of them, they're not actually streaming because they're not live, but what they're doing is streaming type content and then putting it out as YouTube videos. And it's their kind of time at the moment. The algorithm that's quite hot, like Tanks and stuff in the UK. And I think that podcasting now can be a bit sameish. Like everyone's got the same studio background, and everyone's talking about the same stuff, relationship issues, what red flags, and I think it becomes a bit. The content has to just be interesting, unique, true to you, and I think if you do it right, you make your thumbnails good, your titles good, and you put out enough content, I think you can still go clear though. Like people like Joe Budden have turned it into like a
huge business. Yeah. It's huge business. But I think he's the top, you know. You got this kid Poetic Flacco, you know what I'm saying?
from No Jumper.
Yeah, he's saying that last year he made, you know, millions.
Him?
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Wow,
he's saying,
I didn't know that.
You know, he's saying every year he makes millions off of YouTube, and that you could contact him and he'll teach you how, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that sounds like a scam.
That he chooses, he says, so many people, you know, right, and he'll choose and pick, you know, who the podcast thing that he'll help out for free, you know, and teach them, you know.
But what if though?
You know.
What if though, bro? If he's like these rappers that like say they've got the mad house and the Benz and that, but they ain't yet.
No, I know. I mean,
But
would
it sounds
think,
good.
So, but the only reason, you know, again, because I was in the business.
Yeah.
And I know that
It's possible,
someone went and became a millionaire in front of my face.
Yeah.
I know that.
Gross to
okay,
million.
so it is money there. It's obviously how do you exactly, you know,
Make it happen,
You know,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
get to it. You know, I know.
True.
I know local jokers that are not even, they like local jokers, and they're claiming they're getting hundreds of thousands. You know?
That's possible, I think, though.
You know,
Hundreds of thousands, I believe so.
But I believe so too. But you know, I have close friends that have platforms that has called me. I won't say their name, but they've called me and said, "Oh, Bigga, what you doing?" You know what I'm saying? You know, and they have small, not great platform. They known their platform a little bit bigger than mine. They said, this check YouTube sent with 15,000. You know.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going full to the pedal. What you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, 15,000. You know what I'm saying? That's small, but that's not as 1,500.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But can I say something though?
150, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
You know, no,
but 1,500 to 15K doesn't take a lot.
No,
Nah.
well,
But what will happen? You remember this, bro. One like, if you go hard for like a year and a half, hard, like one piece of content a day, you get something called the compound effect. where all the views from each content are adding into one and stacking up, and then your main account will end up receiving money. Now it comes down to like your overheads. So like we don't get the luxury. I haven't yet had the luxury of doing what you do, where you've built your own network and everything's in house. I actually hire a studio every episode. So I have an outlay. I buy the drinks. I might have to pay for the guest cab, maybe whatever, you know, shit like that. Then it's like now I've got to cover my cost. So now the money I make, it gives me incentive to push harder as well, because I've got to cover my cost before I make money and stuff. But there's a pivot in time where when I remember even like D Gully, Airs and all that, my co-hosts, pick them up, we're going hard, and D Gully's like, bro, I thought we're doing an episode every 2 weeks. I'm here every Sunday now. I'm like, I know, bro. It's like I've just felt the motion where it's starting to get more traction and people are talking more. So then we go hard, and the views ain't really like showing right now that it's gone clear. But then over time, the streets are talking more. We're getting stopped more outside. Clips are going viral, stuff like that on Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, but it's like, you know that saying where they say, he's an overnight success after 15 years of grinding.
Yeah, got you.
That's what it is.
No, I got you.
But it happens in like a year and a half.
No, yeah, I got you. I dig what you're saying. Yeah. They don't see the 15 years.
Yeah.
To see that.
Every Sunday you recorded when no one was watching.
Yeah, exactly. Copy.
Because people, it's a fact, like consistency does bring results by default. Like top sales people, if they make more calls than someone, they get luckier. So then, in essence, they're creating their own luck. If someone trains more, they become better at soccer or football, as we call it. You know, if someone does more rounds in the ring, their ring experience is more. So it's compounding. Everything compounds, and it adds up into like one big moment or a turning point. And I think you know what, bro? I think YouTube, you can do it, because remember, you've got the beauty of like saying like, I don't know, let's say you drink alcohol. You might have a certain drink on the show. They might be black-owned business, so you're off the love. You're giving them a shout out, but we do a deal where we give you 4 shout outs and you just fund the episodes.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. You know, there's so many ways. You can wear someone's clothing and charge them.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I saw all that. Yeah.
Yeah, there could be so many. There's so many avenues. If you're a hustler, you're Harlem. You know the deal, bro.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to get to it. But then also a point that I think is really interesting is like one of the biggest struggles I've faced is that I mainly interview rappers and street figures who rapped a bit. So the pool of listeners is smaller.
Get smaller.
So that's why my numbers don't add up to the how noticed I am. Like I've had like Mano was another big guest. I've had big guests and stuff where like people go, "Right, that episode was crazy." It gets 15K or whatever, 20K. It's respectable numbers for hip hop and UK as well, because respectfully, a lot of American guys aren't looking on YouTube to watch a new UK rapper's interview. It'd have to be UK views and stuff. So we're playing with a smaller pool. But with your thing, being like the man of God, religion, spirituality is unlimited pool of people. I stumble across prayer pages of people in America and stuff all the time, and people from like Brazilian people that are praying and stuff, and it's like, it's deep, bro. Like, and then relationships. That's why a lot of these podcasts that are oversaturated are about dating and stuff, and they take it too far to try and go viral, because dating is a pool of listeners that's unlimited almost. Everyone wants to date someone or wants love. Do you get it? Like you could have a 57-year-old man that hates rap, but loves women, and he's just like, nothing's working. He's single again.
Yeah. There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
There's plenty. It's even more single women, you know.
Yeah.
The single men that's over 35, they want to be single. But
women don't, so they're listening for the advice and stuff.
They're
the guy that, you're right, bro.
in the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate thing, you know. But so over in the UK, how is it compared, you know, like that whole relationship and, you know, compared to over here in the US? Like over here, you know, marriage is pushed very early off.
Yeah.
We have deal with a lot of domestic, you know, violent situations, you know, where, you know,
Yeah.
that's very big here, you know, to where that turns into, is that a thing in the
Yeah,
UK?
yeah. I think it's the same everywhere, man. I think you get nutcases, you get violent men that are control freaks and stuff. You get cheating happens everywhere in the world. Marriage is definitely a thing. Like old school, like people get pushed to marry early. My mum and my dad early. You know what I mean? My sister, my niece early as well. But I feel also like America, like there's some lovely, like there's lovely women in America. But I feel like one of the things that America has is like the culture of like, I don't know, man, like tricking and strip twerking and strip club, and there's like a almost like, I don't know, like a devil in America, a devil playground kind of vibe, where it's like you can be a righteous, holy woman and get married and it's here, it's fine. But if you pick this way as well, you could still become rich off of doing madness that would be forbidden if to a husband. You know what I'm trying to say?
I understand what you're saying.
It does exist in England though, don't get it twisted, 100%. But I feel like we're like 5 or 10 years behind America in most things. We was behind with music, we was behind with fashion at points, and then we was ahead with fashion at points because we're Europe. But we're also sometimes behind with that, and that was a good thing because we still got like, I think we got a little bit more of like old school standoff type of women that don't want to be known for the wrong thing and stuff. We still got that in England, a little bit. And I think America has it, but I think it's more acceptable in America to do the whole like, for a bag.
Why? Why do you think that?
I think America loves money more than anyone.
So, you think that,
They might hate me because they might be like this English guy judging us. And I might be completely wrong. I might be wrong though.
so you think that in America that the love for money is over, you know, it overtakes the
I think maybe for a percentage of people, yeah.
And in Europe, you know.
That does happen, of course, yeah, 100%. But I think like, I don't know, America, something about America and money that goes together so well. Like, you know, like, it's like they have the American dream that they sell. Like, you can get whatever you want if you go hard. And to be honest, it's more attainable here than most countries because of the size of it as well. Like, you've got so many states. All you really need to do is like cook up something that's cool, whether it's a product or whatever, sell it in your state, and you could become a millionaire. And you still got all these other states to then distribute to after and become more of a millionaire. So like the pool, and it's got Hollywood. You know, Hollywood is a place in America where crazy things happen that aren't so righteous, and they're all coming out now as well. The Me Too campaigns and you know what I'm saying, the Didinators and that and these things. So I think there's a lot of that in America, bro.
That's very interesting. So,
But I do love America, so don't get me wrong.
No, of course not.
I'm here.
I think that's interesting. I don't know how much is facts. But I think it's interesting.
It's an opinion.
I think what is going on in America is that a certain aspect of life and people are highlighted and get the advertisement. So those who are on the outside, y'all are looking at the advertisement of the one who is for money and greedy and all of that. But that's not the average American. The average American is more so usually the average
hard-working,
damn near poor person that is really trying to maintain their day-to-day existence, and they are actually being utilized and used by the powers that be. And the powers that be that you sell for the money is actually a small
I think you're right, you know.
compared to the just regular people.
Because if I'm talking about there being so many states,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
then there's truth in that, because it means
Yeah.
that there's so many people in America
it's so,
that we don't see the reality.
Yeah, it's plenty of people that don't want it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
that
know,
just go, they live a righteous
that's
life.
Not, they just want to live and have a regular life, but it's the few that want it that's in America that know how to, make it big with the lights, the camera,
Hollywood.
and the action, and make it, Hollywood. So I think that's more so what it is. I think people everywhere on this earth, we're all basically the same. You know what I'm saying? According to your environment, yes, you could have been in certain conditions that might make you, more, a certain way, but ultimately to the core, and I think, we're all the same.
Yeah.
We're basically all the same.
We've got to take a shit when we eat too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Now getting back to the marriage thing, you know what I'm saying?
Go on.
No, just, inquiring,
Yeah.
So, do you think that it's a requirement to be married for one that is saying that they're Christian?
Yeah, I do, man. I think it's a must. I do think there's like a lot of negative stuff in this era, unfortunately, with marriage. But there's so many positives as well, and you have to focus on the positive. There's way more positives than negative, because there's so many distractions for a man now. You need a strong woman. Like, every man needs a strong woman by them. You know what I mean? They need like someone that can be a good mother to their children. That's, and one thing as well that I think a lot of people forget, right? You know how we spoke on love earlier, women searching for love and stuff. With men, it's like, love is a requirement, therefore, but like loyalty is a massive requirement. Because even if at some point you don't like me the way you used to, or something happens, don't embarrass me, man. Don't embarrass us. Don't let us down. A lot of men do it to women, though. They do, granted, but I just feel like that's a big thing for a man. And marriage will definitely give you focus under God, and give the family unit the best chance to succeed as well. Like, the children see a positive role model in both of you.
With that being said, we just seen a couple marriages within this hip hop thing. What's your take on that? Let's start with the first absolute tragic, thing that we saw was Papoose and Remy Ma.
Oh yeah.
What's your take on that? We watched that marriage play out on social media. We
Through
watched
battle rap and shit.
Adultery. We watched,
Again, bro, embarrassment.
Disrespect and everything, like, What do you feel about that? Do you feel that marriage was ever real?
I feel like man, do you know what? It must have been, bro.
How could you be married with someone and you be down with each other and get to that point? Yeah,
I know. That. I don't even know what to say, bro, with that, because, like, only them two truly know what really happened, right? But from what we know, it's a shame, because Papoose pushed it was like the man holding down the woman in jail, rather than the typical
real love,
and then black
story.
love. Maybe, I don't know, man. You never really know what happens behind closed doors, but I think what I do think, though, is that if you, like, I think you said it on my podcast, was you ever really in love? And if you get to the point where you say, perhaps we never was in love because I don't love you no more, you should get a divorce before you go running around looking at other things and that.
You think you could get a divorce?
No, I don't think you should ever get a divorce. That's the thing. That's why I haven't got married, because I feel like, because I feel like divorce isn't an option.
Yeah, you can't get a divorce.
Yeah, but people do, though. And a lot of men lose a lot from divorce. They lose a lot, especially wealthy men and stuff like that, you know. And that puts men off of marriage, which is a shame because it should just be like a bond under God for two people that love each other.
If they're getting a divorce, can you really actually get a divorce? Because it tells you in the scriptures that if you get a divorce and someone else go be with that woman, they're committing adultery.
Even after divorce?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's what the scripture's saying, that you still committed adultery.
So is that still bad karma for the next man?
That's not that divorce have not been recognized to God. He says, let no man separate what God has put together. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is the catch is what people don't catch is like that simulation is a simulation for us. So when we look at that simulation, this is the catch to it. We're his wife.
Okay.
We're the bride of Christ.
Right.
The church is the bride of Christ. Now, that doesn't mean that, like, we, married with the finger and we, stuff. But it's giving you that example so you can understand the relationship that he has. Now, we understand also in the scriptures, God says, Israel, you are my wife. He doesn't want Israel to turn from him because Israel is his wife. Now, the catch is, does God ever divorce his wife?
No. Facts.
Yeah. No matter how much, as a wife, we hoard and went against him and, do all these things. He doesn't divorce us.
Yeah, that's facts.
So we're not,
Yeah, even a sinner can be forgiven.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a story of I like to tell these stories because
defo, bro, 100%.
people before we end this.
Because it's
a story of a king that's in the Bible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this king is like a hardcore type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He's with the ministry of God, real rigid. Very strict type of guy. And it comes time where God tells him to take a wife. You know what I'm saying? They want him to take a wife. So, the wife that God tells him to go take is like a harlot. You know what I'm saying? Like a prostitute, a harlot, a street woman, a Jezebel, whatever. So mind you, this is like one of those other type guys. Like, he takes her, like, because he got to obey God, like, damn. All right, because I, follow God, you told me to.
Yeah.
He brings her home, he cleans her up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get her right, you know what I'm saying, and make her wholesome. He leaves, go out one day, come back home. She's gone. She's back out in the street.
Damn.
Harlot and being the Jezebel that she was before. God says, go get her. That's your wife, go get her.
Go grab her.
Yeah. He goes, he gets her, he takes her back home, he cleans her up again, get her back right again, you know what I'm saying? Get her mind right back again. Goes back off again another day, comes back home again, she's going again. What the hell is going on here? I paraphrase y'all so y'all can get the story. This is a biblical story. What the hell is going on? This, like, you telling me this harlot, this, you got me going down the street, cleaning her up, I'm bringing her home, getting her right, and she keep turning away and going out, and doing it. Like, I don't, want to do it. So this goes on at least maybe 3 times.
Right.
You know, to where he gets upset like he doesn't understand.
Why me?
Yeah. And God says, I needed you to understand the relationship of
A person and me.
exactly the people and me. How you gonna be this, you know, hard minister or anything like that or any of that,
Yeah.
and you don't understand. You know,
The reality that I deal with.
yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, mankind has whored and did all of this, and we come back to him, and he got to clean us up.
Very imperfect.
He got to bring us home, and we get cleaned up, and we turn back out. We take our ass right back out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
And start
Yeah.
hoeing with the devil. You know what I'm saying? And then, you
Real
know,
talk.
when we get in trouble, we expect him to come back again as the husband.
Father,
and
forgive me.
keep cleaning us up,
Yeah.
and as a leader, and as someone that
bro.
is that is going to have
Yeah, man.
righteousness of God to pass through, you have to understand that lesson, and that was the lesson for the king.
It's so mad when you
Hosea.
when you deep these stories, bro. Like,
Very
even
powerful
like Job,
stories.
like the
Yes.
Job story and that, like
Yeah.
it's mad, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's very powerful stories.
remove everything to see if he still worships me
Yeah,
after
people.
and that, you know.
If you people just take your time and open up the book, you will
The
see
Bible,
how
man, yeah,
significant, you know, the book is. It wasn't here for all of these thousands and thousands of years, and doesn't just you just think that it's not significant
It's
at
the
all.
education for life.
Absolute craziness. You talk about these dinosaurs and these humans that existed these millions and years ago that you have no evidence and no proof of, you know what I'm saying, whatsoever. But here it is, the scriptures date back clearly 5,000 years. And guess what? The first writings. People don't even catch that, I don't think. Did you catch what I just said?
Yeah, first writings.
The scriptures
Yeah.
is the first writings. But they only date back 5,000 years.
But is it because humans didn't learn how to write yet as well, though?
Think about
Yeah.
that. You think about that. So let's use logic and listen to that. In 5,000 years we learned how to write, but we was here for millions and millions of years.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just figured out, you know what I'm saying? That year how to tell me to start making marks. You telling me all those millions of years before?
Nobody thought that shit.
No, let's go beyond that. Forget the writing. We couldn't build nothing.
Pyramids are mad old, isn't it?
The pyramids is 4,500 years old.
Yeah.
All that stuff about millions of years, pyramids is not true. You can ask, you know, your computer. You can ask AI, Google, whatever. What's the oldest pyramid on the earth? It's going to tell you 4,500 years
Yeah, I think
old.
I've seen that one still.
So what's just all this other stuff?
And it's not, I don't think it's in Egypt either. It's in another country, isn't it? The oldest one.
I think they say Mexico.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It don't, so.
That's one thing about faith though, you know, like I actually made an album called Gift of Faith in 2013. That was an album that I made. It's decent, it's all right. But the reasoning behind it at the time was me going through a period where it's like, you know, like faith is something that you believe in even when you can't see it or prove it. And sometimes that's something that's important to have faith, man. Faith. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone always tries to challenge things in this era with TikTok and that, like challenge the Quran, challenge the Bible, and it's always like, but bro, you know what? If someone's got faith, it's a beautiful thing, man. So it's a set of rules and guidance to live by. It's better that than not, because bro, what else you gonna do, man? If you ain't got no consequences for anything.
That's a good thing. You know, I often think about that. You think that there's more than you think that there's more than one road to salvation?
In what sense? You mean different religions?
Yeah, it's just only, if, according to, the scriptures, it doesn't leave room for that.
Yeah, it's true. It
You know
doesn't
what
in
I'm
scriptures.
saying?
Yeah,
It tells
yeah.
you that it's Christ and anything,
Yeah, no, hey,
yeah,
like,
that
it's
is
true, you're a true God, yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
no other,
I think that's one of the massive questions that humans are faced with, right? Where religion has also divided human race, but God shouldn't divide the human race. God should unite because it's all under God. We're all His children. You understand me? So, I think in many ways, like even if you think of like, is it Aramaic? Isn't it? It's the first language, I think, or something.
But religion, let's even, like, I think
It's the land as well.
people get that, like, wrong, too. People,
Yeah.
so this is how I see that. So God, had those that He, put the blessings on to write the scriptures, and He basically communicated through them to write the scriptures.
Yeah.
When those guys didn't have no religion or anything like that in their mind.
Right,
You know
okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That wasn't based on,
Yeah.
no religion.
Yeah, I get what you mean,
They
yeah.
are writing prophecy and messages from God, and these
Yes.
prophecies and messages from God have held up, centuries and
Yeah.
thousands of years.
Yeah.
And actually, none of these people knew each other. They was actually, you know what I'm saying? You got people that's thousands of years apart.
Facts.
But when
In different lifetimes.
exactly.
Yeah.
But when you connect all these scriptures together, you can see, oh wow, this all go together. And these people didn't even know each other and was thousands of years apart. Now I think what happened is where religion comes in is where you get those who try to communicate what that word is saying.
Yeah.
So I might tell you that, hey, I read the word and this is my understanding of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I might could sound convincing
Yes.
with it and make some people
Could be
believe what I say.
evangelist, preacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this dude over here come and say, oh no, I got it all wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's not what this is really saying. He don't even know the coded way it's saying. It's really saying this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now this dude over here come and say, both of these clowns got it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's
Those things happen a
really
lot.
saying this.
Yeah.
That's the religions.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
is
when
them,
people
literally.
scream religion, I don't like when they associate it. It's not the scripture.
Yeah.
That's the religion.
Humans.
It's the interpretation.
That's the word I was looking for.
Of those who are reading the scripture that
Perspective.
disagree with each
Yes,
other and
yes.
is trying to say, no, that's not what this is saying
Yeah.
at all.
Yes. Perspective
You
is.
know what I'm saying? This is
mad.
saying this. I have a way to say it's this way, and that all have, started.
And people take what they want from what they hear and read and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. You're right, though. You're right.
Something else, but
Food for thought, though.
yeah,
deep.
I think that it's just an interesting thing because I know people have different
Yeah.
things they believe in, and when you said that, I know there are people that believe that they could just be good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you just be a good person,
There is people that believe that and will be that.
yeah.
But my thing as a human, right, this is the thing, right? You know how it's all, I can only ever talk for me. Me as a person, like I could use an example of like settling down with a lady, right? If a lady's not religious, but she's sexy, and she's got the most beautiful body, and she's so pretty and stuff, that's cool for lust and for like even like maybe dating or whatever. But you don't really, as a religious man or a spiritual man, ever really want to go any further than that with her. Maybe you do because you might fall for the physical thing, but if you're a deeper brother you're gonna have moments where you're not horny anymore. You're gonna start thinking different again. Like that's not.
It dies out. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not the person you want to have children with or
No,
want to get married to, because
you gotta be with.
It's not aligned.
It's
not aligned. And also at the same time, it's kind of like, oh man, like you think you could like just. There's a bigger chance that you could just run around and do whatever you want and then come home and go to bed, wake up and make breakfast, because you're not answering to nothing. You are not answering to anything because you don't think you have to or you don't believe in it. Me, there's always someone to answer to, and even if I do wrong, I'm always trying to be better and trying to not do wrong because of that. I am human, of course. I make mistakes. I make bad decisions at times and stuff. But I just believe that like that for me is too far apart for me to go forward any further than fun. You know what I'm trying to say? And then at a certain age as a man as well, fun's a thing of the past kind of as well, because you're busy.
Absolutely. That leaves with maturity. You know what I'm saying? When you get mature, it's about taking care of priorities, and really it's about, again, what we're just talking about is finding the exact door to salvation, I would think. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked.
Good question, bro.
Is there
Deep question.
Is there multiple roads? Because that's something I think that we all have to ultimately figure out. You know, I do lean towards, not even lean towards.
Now you're in. You're fully in.
Scripture, and the scripture clearly makes it clear that there's no hope other than Christ, that he's the one that has been given the power over death and over demons, and all knees shall bow, every tongue shall confess, that Jesus is Lord. I know that's hard for some people to, accept or hear.
It is. Some people find that difficult.
But I wonder why.
I think that's what I'm saying. It's the modern times, bro.
I wonder why.
They've made it a thing where it's like, look, bro, as a man, as a human, I respect everyone for their choice, and I think that there's nothing wrong with that, man. But I'm with you. I'm Jesus Christ, my Lord, my Savior. But
I want to end it with this before I end it. Tell you a good story.
Go on.
You ever heard of the alien hunter?
The alien hunter?
Yeah.
Nah.
Look him up. Everybody look into the alien hunter. I'm actually going to start doing some reaction videos, and I'm gonna do a reaction video with the alien hunter.
Okay.
But the alien hunter is like this big, he's like a CIA agent, type, some government, type dude for many years and everything. And
deeper.
Yeah, he worked with Roswell and all of that stuff, and worked with the aliens, and his job was, his thing was the aliens, you know what I'm saying? This is what he did for the government. So he letting you know that, they've been working with the aliens. They interrogate them, Some Independence Day too. Yeah, they got the Roswell thing is a whole thing. He breaks all of that stuff down to very, you gotta really look him up.
Do you believe in aliens?
What are you calling aliens?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's what are you calling it? You know what I'm saying? Do I believe in other
life forms
other than humans? Absolutely. You would be, you know what I'm saying?
When you put it like that.
You know what I'm saying? That,
be
do I
ignorant
believe
too.
that's what we're dealing with at all times? No. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times you're dealing with spirits. And certain spirits could make inform themselves to look like anything.
Yeah, facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But it's more of a demonic game. That's going on, sometimes the aliens. But not to get off of it, because I want to make this point before we wrap it up. So he's in an interview, and I found this very interesting. You know what I'm saying? So the interviewer is asking him, about the interrogation of the aliens and stuff like that. So he said, they interrogate, interrogate them and, try to ask them questions about different stuff, figure out, the little different things. And he said what they like, what get them angry,
Yeah.
So the interview says to him, do the aliens believe in God? So he says, when I became, this government dude, he says I wasn't no religious man. You know what I'm saying? He said that's not even who the person I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got in this, I'm, a government, type, dude, do top secret stuff.
Yeah.
So he says, when he's saying this is not based on anything, religion, he's just stating the facts of what it is, and what it is. So he says, he said they totally recognize Jesus Christ. So when he said that, the interviewer was like, "Wow, that's amazing," So you saying that, these aliens that's from a different galaxy or alien something or whatever planet, that they like acknowledge God. They like acknowledge the existence of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Dude said this to them when he said that. He said, "That's not what I told you."
Yeah, specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, "I told you."
He tried to swerve that one.
Yes. And this was, I'm going to do a joint on this.
Yeah, you got it.
Is he a real serious dude? I want you to look him up.
Yeah.
The alien hunter. He wear a cowboy hat, big,
I think I've heard of him. Like, has he been on Joe Rogan's show?
Yes, he's been on all the shows. He's no,
I think I know what you're talking about
no phony guy. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
So he said, "No, don't play games like what I say. I told you."
Didn't mince his words.
Jesus Christ. So the interviewer says, "But why would that, it could be this name and, that name is not even, why is it that, why you why, how could that be? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be this name or that name or this name." So dude said like this. She said, "Let me tell you this. He said again, I ain't got into this for no religion. I'm again just stating this how it is." He said, "We know every name of God that it is." And he named the exact number. He said it's actually 1,100. I mean, the dude know this. Wow. Way he said that's how many different names to God is. He said we actually know the number. And he said it's 1,100, whatever the number was, but it was something like
Had an
it
actual
wasn't
number.
quite 1,200. It was a little bit more than 11.
Yeah.
He said that's how many different names and that you could figure out in different languages and everything to call on the deity God.
Wow.
He said we use all of them.
Shit. That's deep, bro.
I said, I told you they recognize Jesus. So he said, so this is the example I'm going to give you. Yeah, think now, this is where he amazed me and this is where I want to leave you at in the world at. He said, all right, so I'm going to do like this for you. He says, imagine you in the arena. He says, in the arena, it's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. He said, and we get on the microphone. He said, I could say that 1,000 and 1,100 names of God that I know. He said, most of the people ain't gonna know what we're even saying. You know what I'm saying? Out of all those hundreds of thousands of people, they're only gonna recognize
their error.
A few of those names that, what are they saying? The guy named, most of them, he's saying the people not even gonna recognize. He said, there's only one name that every single body in the arena is going to recognize. And he said, you know what? They're not only going to recognize that name. He said, you know what it's going to do? Make them mad or make them rejoice.
Yeah.
Everybody is affected by the name Jesus. Now, how you affected by it? You gotta,
like the interviewer.
You know what I'm saying? You look at it.
Yeah.
Now he's telling you the demon don't like it. You know what I'm saying? The demons don't like it. They
Facts.
hate it. They get very upset. They get angry. You know what I'm saying? When you use the name Jesus Christ on demons, look it up. It's all there's more than even him letting you know that. And you know that.
Yeah.
You know that too. Y'all know that. How many of you have been saved by calling on the name Jesus? And don't say, oh, that was just come on, stop it.
Yeah, stop it.
Stop it. This is all around the world. How many have been it was under something where we thought, Jesus, please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he came through.
And we still here, healthy and alive.
You know, so yes,
Amen.
that name, you know.
Holds, yeah.
So I just think about that. Like I said, not to get too on that, but
That's
that's
food,
something,
food for thought, bro.
You know, something to think about.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, absolutely.
Amen, bro.
But for you guys, whether you believe in Jesus or not, the beauty of it all is that every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess on heaven, in earth, beneath the earth, that Jesus Christ is Lord. That's a beautiful thing because we're saved by the testimony. I don't know how many other ways of life give you that out. So just think about it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger picture.
Yeah, and let you wrap it out and give it all
Nah,
your
bro,
shout
just
outs.
thank you. Thank you for your time, bro.
Love and
My brother, you know. My brother.
Yeah,
Real
you
talk.
know what I'm
And
saying?
yeah, man. Amen, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how we end it.
Peace, brother.
My brother.
Definitely,
man. Come on.
yeah.